here, everybody's chasing something. Money, success, recognition. But us? We're chasing a feeling. That feeling when the lights go on, the city disappears for 90 minutes, and strangers become teammates, and teammates become family. Because family is what happens when you've been around for over 25 years. There's no contracts, no million-dollar stadiums, no headlines waiting for us in the morning. In a city where everybody's passing through, we have found something worth staying for. This club isn't built on fame. It's built on the late train ride home, sharing water bottles, and showing up for each other. This is more than a team. It's community, it's belonging, it's New York. Because in the biggest city in the world, you're never alone when you're a Ranger.
What was your earliest memory of soccer?
Our earliest memory would probably be when we were 8 and 7, when we were on the news, because in our neighborhood, our recreation center wouldn't allow us to use their gym because we were girls playing soccer, and they would only allow if we had like a couple boys play with us. So
yeah, so just tagging off that, we weren't allowed to have the gym, so there was like a news station that came and they interviewed us like this a long time ago, and they spoke to us about like what our strengths were, what we wanted in the future, and how like we found it unfair that they wouldn't give us the gym because we were girls.
Mm-hmm.
So where did you grow up and what does home feel like?
We grew up in Sunset Park. We lived in the same apartment building. I was on the 3rd floor, she was on the 2nd floor.
Yeah.
And home was basically wherever she went.
Yeah, wherever she went. We were really close like when we were younger.
Yeah.
I would sleep over at her house like all the time. I basically asked her parents if they could adopt me because I was so close to her.
Yeah.
We lived up the block, like down the block technically from Sunset. So Sunset Park, like the field, and we would just walk up and then we would go play soccer together.
What makes you guys different?
I think our personality.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, and we both have two completely different. I would say what is different?
I guess like she's more spoken. I guess. You know, I say more spoken. I'm like more like conservative, but like
Yeah.
chill.
Also, also she's a lot better at school than I am. Because that too. Yeah.
When you joined Central Park Rangers, when did the team start to feel different?
I think the team started to feel different once we got a lot more players to come. When we started, there was a moment where, in a way, like CPR didn't have that many players, and then it just wasn't consistent. But then after a while, like it picked up, and we started playing UPSL and WPSL, and I could just like the shift of energy, and just everyone was just more committed, and that's when I felt like.
We were definitely at the beginning of the growth of CPR. When we joined in, there weren't as many players, and we would always like try to tell our friends like to recruit them into the team. And slowly as the years progressed, like more players started coming. I see new faces every time I've gone back to practices. Like, oh, hello there. And then it's just like always interesting to see because every woman that comes by in practice is so friendly, and they definitely fit in our community.
Yeah.
What is your biggest dream?
Oh, well, my biggest dream is to become a professional soccer player. It's something that I've always wanted since I was younger. But yeah, that is all I want in life. And honestly, I feel like if I can get that, like I can die.
I think my biggest dream would probably be to continue playing soccer and travel around the world and play soccer with other people. Because I went to this tournament recently in Mexico, which I had a chance to play with other countries, and I found it really fascinating to play with them, like talk to them and learn their different playing styles, and I found it really inspirational and very moving, and I want to continue that throughout my life, and that's my goal now.
Thank you guys. Hi, what's your name?
I'm Chloe Widger.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Limerick, Ireland.
What is your earliest soccer memory?
My earliest soccer memory is when I was about 4 or 5, heading down to my local soccer club with my triplet brother and sister.
Hi, what's your name?
My name's Tequilia, but everyone calls me Chin, so I just go by Chin.
And where are you from?
I'm from Jamaica, Manchester, Jamaica, to be exact.
What is your earliest soccer memory?
My earliest soccer memory is from high school, because that's when I started playing, and it was my friends like encouraging me to play, even though I was really bad. Over time, I got better, or I like to think so.
How did New York City help shape you?
It helped shape me by giving me a sense of independence, because most of the time I'm like out here on my own and stuff, so it helps me to be independent.
Thank you very much. Hi, what's your name?
I'm Chloe Widger.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Limerick, Ireland.
What is your earliest soccer memory?
My earliest soccer memory is when I was about 4 or 5, heading down to my local soccer club with my triplet brother and sister and my dad every Saturday morning at 9 o'clock to play our blitzes.
What does success mean to you?
For me, success means to be continuously pushing myself on and off the field and taking all the opportunities that come upon me and just making sure I'm a well-rounded person.
Every great player starts somewhere. Not with trophies, not with perfect footwork, but with a ball at their feet and a love for the game. At CPR, we teach more than soccer. We build confidence, friendships, teamwork, and the courage to keep trying. From first kicks to big goals, every player grows here. This summer, give them a place to learn, play, and grow all season long. Register for CPR Summer now.
We don't have to do any check-ins, right? You got that taken care of? You know what? We do. That's not what George told us last night, but all right.
Well, yeah, we appreciate it. The reasons for being, if you remember last week, Manchester, the last one was issue against it shouldn't be short. I think they're actually using actual numbers on their stuff.
So we just have to make
Did you write your test?
I'll get the
Oh. King Top. How are you? Ron Burnett. Pleasure. Say Presley.
Okay. Yeah, definitely.
Can't miss me. Oh, dude, it's been 4 days to live in hell. It's so soccer.
At least over there, there's some trees.
You know, I say if you're out in it, you're out in it. This morning I woke up with one foot. Look what happened. See, that's how it works. Wildfires. No. That's what we want. The incessant bloody phone call. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I got referees telling I can't make games. You need to come out and get off this game. I'm not just kidding. I can't make it.
I
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Central Park Rangers Soccer. As your Central Park Rangers Red Army prepare to take on the Rochester Lazers in the second matchup of this 3-game weekend at the Philadelphia National Cup. The Rochester Lazers are coming off a 2-1 victory just a couple hours ago, where they beat Garden City FC, which is going to be the third opponent for your Red Army tomorrow at 10 a.m. But the Rangers are coming off an even bigger win where they won 8-0 against the Rhode Island women's team in a dominant victory where it was all Rangers. They scored 4 goals in each half, and it was a blowout in every definition of the word. They were holding possession basically the entire match, shots after shot after shot. Took them a while to get scoring as they had an early goal and then about a 30-minute scoring drought, but 3 goals to end the first half and then 4 goals throughout the entirety of the second half led them to a big 8-0 victory, and they're looking to continue that momentum into the game against the Rochester Lazers. And as I said, these Lazers also won a game earlier against Garden City FC where they won 2-1. So both these teams coming off wins and looking to extend their streaks into tomorrow, but of course only one team can do so. And we're going to get underway in just a little bit. Kickoff is at 2 p.m. I am Derek Bullier, your broadcast for this afternoon, and we'll be right back with the action right after this break.
Everybody up around me, please. Guys, we get a captain. Up around me, please. There's the enthusiasm I was going for. Get to 10. Yeah? CPR on 3. 1, 2, 3. CPR.
Both teams taking the field in just a bit. Again, it's the Central Park Rangers Red Army against the Rochester Lazers in this USASA Region 1 Championship Final. Philadelphia National Cup. Both these teams aiming for the championship. An 8-0 victory for the Red Army and a 2-1 victory for the Lazers. Looks like it's going to be Rochester moving right to left in black and yellow. The Red Army in white and red moving left to right. Red Army head coach David Santos cheering on his team, trying to bring the energy back, and not sure they need much of a boost after a huge game one. Obviously looking to try and continue that success. A couple players in that match went down and had to leave the field after some unfortunate injuries, but hopefully they're back in contention here for game number 2. They're going to need everything they can for this final match to secure the championship this Saturday afternoon on a hot one in Philadelphia. Looks like both teams are ready at midfield. It is just past 2 p.m. on the East Coast. And we are underway. Rangers gonna start the match off with the ball. A quick fighting at midfield results in a steal for Rochester. Choose to reset and go back instead of pushing forward. In game one, we saw a lot of offense, of course, for the Rangers, but their defense also held extremely strong. Seemed like anytime Rhode Island had any kind of possession, it was almost immediately taken away and back. Only about 1 or 2 shots for Rhode Island, but Rochester looking to change that and be different than Rhode Island. Although they lose the handle on that, it'll go out of play. Really windy here as that tent flies away. Extremely windy, you can hear it. Got our Central Park Rangers intern producer Matt jumping over the fence to save it. Began the match quickly with the delay. Wind came out of nowhere to blow that over the fence. Very strange delay here on the field, but you never know what's going to happen when you come to the field. So we resume play in just a bit. It'll, I believe, be a Rangers throw-in on that sideline. The near sideline about on the Rangers' third. Still trying to get this issue resolved. Slowly but surely. Seems like the wind has died down just a bit. Oh, and it's now blown all the way over. I think they'll just get rid of it and do the rest of the game without it. Too much of an issue to try and reset it. They want to get back underway. Rangers going to try and get back focused and back underway after a couple minutes of delay due to the blown over tent from the wind, but the Rangers with the throw in. Lazers going to take the possession back just outside the box, go long range. Perry with the grab at the side of the post. So first shot on goal early on in this game doesn't find the back of the net. But some early momentum for the Lazers is the dominance seen in game one from the Rangers not quite showing here so far. One of their big strengths in game one was their passing game. Consistently one-touch passes that went back and forth between teammates to allow them some really good moves. I want to roll out a play. It'll be a goal kick. Unfortunately, placed pull right here in front of the goal.
No. Break it down from the bottom. Bring all the legs in. Collapse all the legs first.
Goal kick for the Lazers finds grass and nearly finds the Rangers one-on-one on the sideline. Goes out of play. It'll stay with black and yellow. The thing I love most about the extreme competitive nature of these semi-professional games is, while there aren't big audiences live at the games to make noise, you could hear a lot of noise from the players themselves, and you can really hear the communication, which isn't something you can hear from a lot of big professional matches with thousands of fans. You can really hear exactly what the players are trying to communicate with each other. I think it's a new level of the game that you don't see too much in the super high levels, but you can see the competitiveness and the skill from these players while also having that insight into their communication on the field. Rangers reset in their own backfield on the far side, now moving towards midfield. Choose to go further down that sideline, now back towards the middle. Gonna go in between defenders, gets it through. Doesn't find her teammate, knocked away. Lazers gonna try and go down the middle, knocked off.
Taylor, chip over the top of that wall, okay? We're a little too flat.
Near sideline. Trying to stay on the sideline, keeps it in play. Tries to get it towards the middle, but just finds defenders. So working down the middle. Takes a long range shot from center of the box, but way off. So it's going to be a goal kick for Perry. Rangers not finding too much success on the opposing third, but while there has been some possession on their own third, nothing too scary. Some fighting on this near side near the corner. Ends up out of the corner. Now the Rangers in motion. Tries to go right down the middle, but straight towards the defender. Quickly cleared, but gonna go back with the Rangers. Passing game interrupted. Good job by the Lazers to intercept some passes. A good pass there, gets some space open. Trying to get in front of it and able to break up the play. So quickly grabbed by Perry in goal, now choosing you down the far sideline. Now trying to move down the middle. Tries to get it through to the teammate on the side of the box, in front of goal. Not quite in. Saved by the keeper. Now the Lazers quick on the counterattack. Knocks that out of play off the Rangers, so they'll have a throw in right at midfield. Chooses to go back with it. Adina Molic, who had an unfortunate, not quite call it an injury, but she had to leave the match for a little bit. This pass towards her in the air hit extremely hard, and she chose to hit it off her head and came in so hot that it took her out a little bit. She had to be down on the ground for a little bit, but she appears to be back here. She's a big playmaker on this team, and now the Lazers going down the sideline. Good defense to interrupt that, but quickly back with the Lazers in front of the box. Goes to the right side. Pass a little too strong, so it ruins the play a bit. 1v1. Nearly won by the Rangers, and it's taken away. Now bounced up in the air. Rangers clearing it towards midfield. In front of the box. On the right side. Perry with the excellent save. Excuse me. Missed by Perry, so goal for the Lazers, and they have an early 1-0 lead over the Central Park Rangers. So after an 8-0 victory in their first game, they quickly find themselves down 1-0 in the first half. Quickly trying to counter and equalize this game, going down the sideline. Molic tries to get it through, but intercepted. Down the far sideline, a quick counterattack for the Lazers. Chooses to wait on the rest of her team on that far side. Stuck in the corner. Red Army ends up with it. Trying to get it out their own backfield. Very windy here on this Philadelphia afternoon. Very cloudy as well. Bad weather likely incoming as that one goes out of play. Ricochets off the fence. Good first touch from the Lazers, keeping it in play. Early on, not seeing the dominance that the Red Army had in game number 1. It was a lot of the opposite that we're seeing today, but now The Red Army forcing it towards the box of the Lasers, but now they're stuck outside of it. Stuck in that far corner. Whistle blown as it gets cleared. Looks like a player is down for Rochester. She gets back up now with the help of her referee. It'll be a free kick for Rochester. Some substitutions for them as well. Rochester quickly out to a 1-0 lead in the first half of the finals of the Philadelphia National Cup. Through ball, it's a beauty on that sideline into the corner. Head to the box, tries to get through to defender, but not able to. Then quickly getting it back, so a 1v1 on that corner. Chooses to go back with it, nearly intercepted. Rochester keeps it, still on the sideline. Forced back, some good defense from the Rangers to hold off. Back to midfield. A lot of space here. High kick sails way over.
Yes, Valentina, Dina.
Some substitutions.
Coming up, please. Coming up. Off the bench, please. Come here. Come up to me. Fine. Just have to make sure that you have them in. Pull up your socks. Still covered. You drop the
Jasandra Joseph going to join the field. Good midfielder for the Rangers. Hopefully going to make a difference here as the Rangers quickly down 1-0. So in need of a goal. Goal kick from Perry. Quickly some fighting at midfield. Rangers trying to come away with it, and they do. Whistle leads to a free kick for the Rangers. Rochester quickly takes that back in. Their defense has been very good at spoiling opportunities so far early on. Good touch there. Rangers not really within any opportunities to score just yet. About 20 minutes in. Rangers definitely putting in the pressure that they needed, the pressure they were able to in game number 1 that kept them in the lead, but now applying that pressure with the deficit is a different kind of play. Outside of the box, moving in. Blocked by the keeper, out of play. No, it stays in play and cleared. But the Rangers quickly stopping it before it gets much further. Just outside the box, still with possession. At the front, long range off a body. And out of play. It'll stay with the Rangers. Some more substitutions coming in. This time for Rochester. Red Army still fighting on this possession. Most time they've spent in their opponent's third all match. Tries to cross towards the middle of the field, but bounced up in the air. Now leads over to the near sideline. Now kicked all the way to the corner. Out of play. It'll be a goal kick. So possession ends there. And the Red Army come away without a good shot.
Mia, Erica, you each have one. Big win, wide, here we go, big win. Man, mark tight. Take this ball, take it, take it. Yes, Jay.
Red Army quickly fighting back, far corner of the box. A lot of players jumbled up. Going into the corner. Now back towards goal, crossed in the middle. Rochester knocks it away, but back with the Red Army. Back towards the middle. Mounted up in the air. Front of the box. Far side. Goal! A beautiful ball kept on the ground just out of the reach of the keeper. And the equalizer has been scored here early, about halfway through the first half. And we're back tied, now at 1 in the finals. Rangers Lazers. After a tough start without much pressure applied, the Rangers with a long continuous possession that ends with a goal. Nice shot off the foot of a Ranger. Some contact there and a trip. It'll be a foul at midfield, so a free kick for the Lazers. Huge goal to equalize early, so you don't have the pressure of trying to do it before the half ends or even later. Free kick they decided to take close now. Towards the corner of the box. Tried to get it towards the middle, but bounded way up in the air. Rangers on the counter. Far side. Tries to get it towards the middle, but doesn't place it perfectly in between two defenders. Gonna go back with the Lazers. Sandra Joseph, the midfielder, fighting for it. Gets the steal. Rangers now moving the other way. You can hear chants of different players. You hear Jay for Jasandra Joseph. You hear Asha for Asha James. The CPR crowd coming to play. Rangers back with it, moving directly up the field. No passes, just by herself. Knocked away. Lasers with the counter. In between two defenders, finds some space. Is she able to get by the third? She's not. It'll roll out of play. Looks like it'll be a corner for the Lasers, the first of the match. On the far sideline, we'll see what they decide to do with it. Players aren't too jumbled up, a couple in the box, a couple just outside. Now they're jumbling up more towards the goal. Whistle blown. Kick's coming in, it stays low. Rangers intercept it. Lasers back with it in front of the goal. It'll roll right towards Perry and she'll grab it easily. Rangers now spread out. You can see Khalilwa going on that sideline. Big player in game one. Rangers just trying to get out of their own backfield right now. Big pressure from the Lasers. Possession back with black and yellow. Battling forward on the far sideline. Not strong enough on the pass. So Rangers able to come away with it on the intercepted pass. Tries to get to it, a fall there, no whistle. Intercepted pass. Rangers fighting for it with every inch they have. In for the Lasers. Still fighting for it, a steal now. In game one for the Rangers, you really didn't see mistakes on the passing or a lot of intercepted passes and any turnovers. So far today, I don't think it's a mistake on the Rangers' part on their passes. I think it's the Lasers predicting a lot of their passes and maybe thinking ahead more than Rhode Island might have. Knotted up here at 1 in Philly. Trip there, it'll be a foul and free kick for the girls in white and red. Players will take a break, we're about halfway through this first half. Central Park Rangers Red Army 1. Rochester Lasers also at 1. And we're tied about halfway through this first half. We'll be right back.
Hey, real quick. Ice here. Ladies, up, please. Hey, have voice.
They say that New York never stops moving. Here, everybody's chasing something. Money, success, recognition, but us, we're chasing a feeling. That feeling when the lights go on, the city disappears for 90 minutes, and strangers become teammates, and teammates become family. Because family is what happens when you've been around for over 25 years. There's no contracts, no million-dollar stadiums, no headlines waiting for us in the morning. In a city where everybody's passing through, we have found something worth staying for. This club isn't built on fame. It's built on the late train ride home, sharing water bottles, and showing up for each other. This is more than a team. It's community, it's belonging, it's New York. Because in the biggest city in the world, you're never alone when you're a Ranger.
Back here with Rangers action, we'll have a free kick on that far sideline in just a moment. Still knotted at 1, nearing the end of this first half. I am Derek Bullier, and it's the Central Park Rangers Red Army battling against the Rochester Lasers. An early Lasers goal had the Rangers down for the first time in these two matches, but after battling back with a long possession, ended with a goal. Knotted and got the equalizer. Rangers back at it with a big possession. That far sideline has been very busy. Now working towards the box. Long range. Looking for the top left corner, but just off. It'll go behind the goal. Powerful kick, but just a tiny bit off. So a goal kick for Rochester, and some advice from head coach David Santos for his team in white. Inbound now on that far sideline. Again, that one's been really busy. Both teams constantly battling on that side. Towards the box, now inside. Quickly cleared and away. Whistles blown. Looks like it'll be with the Rangers. Trying to work out the backfield. Now at mid. Nearly take it away. Bad touch there leads to a Lasers steal. Not enough on it or on target to get past Perry. She'll punt that way up in the air. Off the head of a Rochester player, so inbound for the Red Army nearing the end of this first half. Quickly swapping sidelines. Through to the middle. Working back. Tries to cross it in. Comes right back to her. Fakes another pass. Moves backwards. In, but not enough on it. Trip there. No call. Side of the box. Crosses. Shot goes way away. So it was sent away by a defender, so it'll stay with the Red Army in this corner. I think they're ruling it an inbound rather than a corner, as it went off the side rather than behind the goal. Quickly forced backwards. Some tough passes that have need to be made. Just barely keeping possession. Working the sideline. Whistle blows the play dead. It'll be a free kick. Crosses it right towards goal. Off the head of defender and away. Then bounded up in the air. Rangers trying their best to keep this possession going. Just outside the box. Foul called. It'll go back the other way now. Couple opportunities for the Rangers, but this Lazers defense has held strong. Both teams have taken advantage of a lot of the opportunities they've been given. Now a steal for the Rangers, going the other way quickly. James with the kick, saved by the keeper. A good dive to keep it in front of her. So another really good opportunity, but just doesn't quite get into the net. Good touch to keep possession. Down the middle of the field, in between two defenders, gets away. Down the sideline. Fakes the cross, takes it herself. Now going down, straight into the box. It'll go into the corner. So now it'll be a corner for the Red Army. They're first of the match. Second overall. They're definitely gonna go in front of the goal. Seems like a lot of lasers in front and the Red Army jumbled behind, so wonder what they'll do with it. Gonna have some substitutions before the corner's made. So one Red Army, or one Ranger and one Laser near the ball. Everyone else jumbled between except two players behind. Takes the corner, sends it in front of the goal way high. Finds grass. Then a Ranger. Bounds it around. It'll go out of play again. And a goal kick for the Lasers as they escape. Rangers quickly, after goal kick, after both these back-to-back goal kicks, quickly gaining possession back. Now they'll lose possession on that far sideline off an inbound. Excuse me, it'll be a free kick sent the other way. Rangers resetting. Looks like the Lasers are starting to initiate some double teams on whoever has the ball for the Rangers. Crossing in front of the goal. I believe it went off a defender and jumbled towards goal. Gobbled up easily by the keeper. Want that one, but doesn't go too far. Good touch to keep it in front of her, but finds the opposing feet. Through goes too strong and out of play. Dangerous plays here. Rangers trying to go down the middle, trying to get out their own backfield. Lasers going to reset. Lasers, after a strong start to the match, have not found themselves in the opposing third in a bit. It's been a lot of Rangers possession at midfield and beyond. They got their goal but couldn't come away with another. Inbound on that far side. Down the middle. Big fall and heavy contact. So now a free kick just outside the box. Wall quickly forming. Two walls forcing the kicker to go down the middle. They'll go way over as it sails way over the goal. Now going down the sideline. Contact goes through it. Lasers back with it at midfield. Taken away immediately. Far sideline for the Rangers. Pass intercepted. Very even matchup here this afternoon. One mistake could lead and be the reason for a loss or a victory. Through goes way too far. Trickle out of play. Still extremely windy here. Inbound for the Rangers on the opposing third. Double team, trying to get out of the corner. Loses the handle, still fighting for it. Still fighting for it, keeping it in play. Rangers end up with it. Reset, have to work quickly. Other sideline, down the middle, just outside the box, sends it sailing over the goal. Gonna be some substitutions for both sides. As maybe both sides getting a little too antsy with their shots towards goal and leading to ball sailing way over the goal. Lasers trying to move quickly, lose their pass. Down the sideline. Edge of the box and shot sails away. Be a corner for Rochester. They'll keep it in front of them. Just to the edge of the box, tries to cross it in the middle. Whistle's blown, kills the play. Last couple opportunities for good possessions here as we near the end of the first half. Bad pass leads to Rochester. Back with it. Quickly down the sideline. Towards the middle. Back with the Rangers. Past couple minutes have been possession back and forth, but not many strong possessions. Tries to win the 1-on-2, doesn't get there. Keeping it down the sideline, out of play. It'll stay with the Rangers. Strong throw-in going towards the corner. Molich in the corner. Kalila back to Molich. Crossing. Contact. Rangers. Cleared away. Whistle's blown, and that'll end the first half. As an early goal from Rochester is equalized by a Rangers goal later on. Some good quality soccer, physicality. Intercepted passes, constantly swapping possession over and over. Not a ton of opportunities for scoring, but taking advantage of the few you get, and one or two mistakes could lead to a win or loss on either side. The Central Park Rangers Red Army won, the Rochester Lasers won, and we're tied after one half. We'll be back with second half action in just a little bit. Welcome back for the second half action. Central Park Rangers Red Army versus the Rochester Lasers. The Rochester Lasers are not unfamiliar with the territory of this tournament. They were in it last year, got eliminated in the first round. However, with a win earlier today, they advanced. So in this finals matchup, the Rangers, who are new to it, against the Rochester Lasers, who are not unfamiliar. Tied up 1-1. Rochester scored first very early on. Rangers with the equalizer a couple minutes later, and then some action for about 20 minutes that didn't lead to a lot of goal-scoring opportunities. And obviously no goals, but extremely competitive, physical match so far, and a second half that I'm sure will be just as good. And Rochester will kick it off. They're in their black and yellow, moving left to right. And you can see the extremely aggressive out the gate Central Park Rangers moving right to left. You could hear right before he sent his players out, head coach Santos telling his team, be aggressive, aggressive, aggressive. They come out the gate doing just that, constantly see them chasing the ball, doing whatever they can to get to it. Apologies for that. Forgot to swap the graphics over, so now we're back with action. It'll be a free kick for the Lasers. Sent right towards Perry, and she'll grab it. Lasers right back on the counterattack. Right corner. Just one defender in front of her. Trying to get past her, not really able to. Further into the box. Pushed over. No call on the push, as the Lasers player is still down near that fence on the side. Referee's going to go check on her, but she'll get up on her own. Goal kick for the Rangers incoming. Out of play once again. Near sideline throw in. Rangers fighting back using that sideline. Big fall, no whistle. Good touch to keep it in front of her. Trying to get it to Mulch on the sideline, some contact, out of play. Lasers sneaking into the box. Swarmed by defenders, knocked away. Long range shot off a body. Trickles out of play. Stay with the Lasers. Tries to get it in, knocked away. Rangers trying to get possession back. Lasers relentless. Just outside the box in that corner, out of play. Now in the box. Whistle's blown. Not sure what the call is, but players migrating to the other side of the field, so assuming it'll be Rangers ball. Looks like it will be. Tries to get rid of it immediately, get it back towards midfield, nearly able to. Pushed away and then intercepted. Some miscommunication there, but still with the Rangers. Trying to push it down that far sideline, intercepted. Some tough midfielders here today, holding the ball from going to either third of the field. Lasers with a bit of an advantage so far in this second half. They've had some more possession on the opposing third than the Rangers have. Red Army still battling. Lasers back with it. Looks like they're going to swap sidelines. No, they're going to down the middle. Taken away. Tries to go through the legs of her defender. Quick stop and force back. Fakes to the side. Slapped away. Through to Mulich. Pass off line. Down the sideline. Off for defender. Now a throw in. Into the corner, knocked away. It's Wolf on that sideline. Some substitutions coming in. So Wolf will have the throw in near that left corner. Cross towards the middle of the field. Finds a swarm of Lasers. Deep in that right corner. Into the box and pushed away back towards midfield. Really not a lot of good looks for either team so far. Now going down the middle, shot. Knocked over the goal. So the shot misses, but it'll be a corner for the Rangers. It'll be on the far side. Coming in towards us. '57th minute here. Still knotted at 1. Corner for the Rangers on the far side coming in. Kick comes in low. Immediately knocked away. Rangers racing after it, trying to hold on to this possession as long as they can. Z Wolf on the sideline. She'll get it. Quick touch to Mulich. In the corner. Back to Wolf. Long range cross. Finds grass and then a laser. Knocked away. Racing after it. Everyone misses it. It'll roll out. I think it's now a foul on the Rangers, so it'll be a free kick for Rochester. They'll keep it on the ground nearby. Big trip immediately, and it'll be another free kick. Kept low, goes over everyone on the wall and skipped towards Perry in goal, and she'll snag that. Nearing the 60th minute. Out of play, Rangers ball. Substitutions coming in. Fresh legs as we head towards the midway point in this second half. Possibly changing strategies as no score in about 30 minutes of play after the Rangers tied it up at 1. And still, even near in the 60th minute, not a lot of goal scoring opportunities in the second half just yet for really either side. It's been a lot of battling at midfield. And both teams have had their stints of long possessions in the opposing third, but nothing too good as that shot there from outside the box off target and ends up in the hands of the Rochester goalkeeper. Tough battle, extremely important game for both sides here. Tough touch, trip there, sells it well, gets the call. It's another foul and free kick for Rochester. Free kick incoming. Chooses to go to the corner of the box. Intercepted. Rangers moving the other way quickly. Not able to get enough touches to keep it in front of her. Had to slow down. Allows her defender to catch back up. Quickly snagged away. Down the sideline, moving in. Corner of the box. Driving. Loses the handle on it. Rangers back with it. Now on the sideline themselves. Big cross to the other sideline. Good touch. Loses the handle. Lasers back on it. Gets in front of it and steals it. Really good way to get that ball back. Really, really strong defense. Threw too hard. Lasers will kick it back to their own keeper. No. Sent far and away. Lasers player is down. Not sure if it was due to a foul off the ball. She is down. It is extremely hot out. She's now up on her own. Rangers quickly with it, just outside the box, lose the handle. Far side moving in. Full sprint just outside the box. Not able to get the shot off, just barely gets it. Perry dives on top of it. Ends up with defenders pushed away. Erica Edwards, the captain, constantly hear her name. Good defensive piece for this Red Army. Red Army still keeping up the pressure, and a good touch there could have allowed them a good opportunity. Slips through the legs. Red Army back with it. Corner of the box. Gets it in front of the goal, but grabbed by the keeper before anything else could happen. 66 minutes, still tied at 1. Some good touches from the Lasers gives them some momentum down the sideline. Red Army back with it. Quickly loses it. Gets it back just as fast. Through doesn't get through the two defenders. Fighting for it. They'll stay with the Lasers. Free kick incoming on the sideline. It's a way over everyone. Perry has no choice but to just kick it out of play. Throw in towards the middle of the field into a swarm of Rangers, and they're moving the other way now. Through ball. Gonna have to fight for it on the sideline. Throw in and a shove from the Rangers leads to a free kick for Rochester once again. They've had plenty in the match so far. A lot of aggressiveness. Lasers pushing forward. Double teaming the ball. Rochester goes back in the 70th minute now. Tries to go through about 3 defenders there and loses the handle. Red Army now with an opportunity the other way. Some open space, goes in the middle and loses it. You could hear head coach David Santos yelling, "Do it, do it." Decision making has been a big thing that he's been trying to highlight the past couple games with his teams. Just when and where to take shots, and hesitation on taking shots has been a big working point for these CPR women. When I see some hesitation there, not taking the shot in the box there. Rangers now down the sideline. Center of the box. Good save, but trickles out of play, and it'll be a corner for the Rangers. Finds grass outside the box. Tries to get it in, but easily kicked away. Rangers back with it once more, holding possession a lot. Outside the box, trickles away. Staying still with the Rangers. Wolf with the left foot goes down the corner. Wolf again, crossing in the middle. Big slide and tackle. That'll likely be a foul on the Rangers. More substitutions as both sides trying to find anything that could help. Going to be a break here about halfway through the second half. Not a lot of goal scoring opportunities for either side. Still knotted at 1. It's been a tough match, physical. Both teams doing anything they can to come through it. And again, one mistake could really change this match. Rangers won, Lazers won. We'll be right back. Nearly back underway here in Philadelphia. I am Derek Bullier. Rangers still at 1. Lasers still at 1 after 2 first half goals and a tough second half that has stagnated the scoring but been just as exciting. Lasers going to start with it on their own end. Sidelines and midfield have been the area where the most pressure has been applied. Rangers' key word to start the half was pressure, and they've certainly kept it up. Taking risks and opportunities. That one's crossed in front of the goal. Knocked way away. Rangers now with possession quickly down the sideline. Don't have the numbers advantage. Gonna try and work with it anyway. One-on-one on the sideline. Gets it towards the box. Knocked away. Another corner for the Rangers incoming. corner is knocked away. Wolf gets it into the corner. Back to Wolf. Right foot this time. Over the heads of everyone and pushed away. Not quite able to get anyone or get the ball into the back of the net. Rangers quickly get it to go the other way. Into the corner. Good through. Called offside. Rangers have struggled with that. They've been called offside quite a bit in their past few matches, and they've started to realize it themselves. There was one play where I believe it was Molwitz realized she was offside, got the ball and quickly tried to get back onside, but wasn't able to do it quick enough and was called for it. So some mistakes like that have led to not being able to get as many goal-scoring opportunities as you'd like, not taking advantage of everything you can. That one's quickly headed off and back to the Lazers third, but they're going to keep possession. Rangers back with it. Lazers now the other way. After this break, it's been a lot of Rangers possession. Quick steals whenever they lose it. Towards the middle of the field. Into the lap of the goalie. '81st minute. Plenty of time for a lot of things to change before full time. Lasers trying to get set. Sends towards the box. Off a body. Stays with the Lasers towards the far corner. Whistle's blown. Some substitutions coming in after the foul, giving the Rangers a free kick. Rangers now. Tries to get over the head of her defender. Ends up kind of working. The Rangers forced backwards, but still hold possession. Rangers with a good opportunity here. Bit of a trip. Doesn't quite go down. Rangers with possession in the corner. Fakes the cross. Takes it herself. Good save to keep it away from goal. Doesn't quite get the corner. Lasers now the other way. Good touch there. Really excellent footwork from both sides. Rochester resetting. Mullet's chasing after it, trying to just keep pressure and make the Lasers move fast, maybe make a mistake. Slide tackle there. Stay with the Lasers. Whistle to allow the sub to come in. '85th minute, nearing full time. Red Army Lasers knotted at 1. Throw in from the far sideline, Rangers third. Lasers pushing the agenda. Far corner. Double teamed, forced back. Long range. Perry gets in front of it quickly. 86th minute. Rangers trying to move down the sideline. Good pass. Finds her man. I guess I should say woman. 87th minute. Center of the field taken away. It's really this spark plug chasing the ball constantly. Lasers now the sideline. Towards the middle. Cross in. Fakes the shot, takes it. Off target. Some more substitutions as we enter the 88th minute. Good touch to keep it on the sideline. Tries to get it back, but not able to. Keep applying pressure. Eventually there will be a mistake. Both teams thought it was their own throw-in. Ends up with the Lazers. 89th minute taken away. Foul called. Another free kick for the Lazers. Long range. Rangers end up with it after the free kick. Bad touch there is a turnover. Slide, nearly gets it back. Final minute of full time. Rangers with full pressure. Anything they can for a goal scoring opportunity. Lasers the same. Whistle there. Ball sails right towards Perry, and she grabs it on the hop. Sends it as far as she can down the field. Rangers past full time. Try to get that in. Not able to hold possession for too long. Now on the defensive side. Rangers lose it. Another foul. Lasers, good chance here. Still knotted at 1. Any goal to break the tie would win the match. Crossed it in. Right back to her. Need more pressure, gets it. Knocked away. Trying to win it back. Forced, still back. Subs coming in. It's going to be a Rangers throw in. Rochester third. It's another foul on the Rangers in Rochester with another free kick here in the late stages of the match. They're moving down the sideline. Good slide to get possession back. Gets it through. Far side. Towards the box. Loses it. Lasers now back down on the far sideline. Rangers pressure, forcing the Lasers to make passes. Forcing mistakes. Another whistle blown. It's another foul. Couple minutes into full time. Or past full time, excuse me. In the box, Lasers fighting for it. Rangers end up back with it. Counterattack of their own. Drawing contact. Midfield. Whistles blown. And this one ends at 1-1. So with the game ending in full time 1-1, to decide this match, it'll go to penalty kicks. So again, in full time, Central Park Rangers Red Army 1, Rochester Lasers 1. Game tied after full. Going to need to have penalty kicks to decide the official winner of the match and the winner of the tournament. Penalty kicks will start soon. After an extremely competitive start of this match, Rochester begins with an early goal. Momentum swings towards the Rangers as they score a goal of their own. First half ends with a very even game so far. Second half begins and it looks like the Rangers have an advantage, but not able to come through with a goal. And throughout the whole second half, just not a ton of goal-scoring opportunities for either side. So after full time, the winner of the tournament will be decided via penalty kicks, and the Rangers will take the first on this right side. Whistle blown, she'll take it, goes left side, makes it. Rangers begin with their first penalty kick made. Rochester will take theirs. Whistle on the kick. Lena with the save. Excuse me, not with the save, but she'll... Either way, it's missed by Rochester. Rangers with an early lead. They've got a penalty. Rochester missed their first. Rangers will take their second. Whistle's blown, kicking coming. CPR with their second. Goes on the right side, past the goalkeeper. CPR now up 2-0. Rochester needs to make this penalty to stay competitive. Rochester taking their second. Whistle. Kicking coming. And she sinks it. Just barely gets it in. Now it's 2-1. Rochester missed their first. CPR has made both of theirs. Third one incoming. Left side just barely gets it in. Rangers make their third. Third for Rochester incoming. You can hear chants for Lena Perry throughout the time as Rangers goalkeeper tries to get the save. Top corner off the hands of Perry. Sneaks in. Rangers have made all three of their penalties. Rochester missed their first, has made their next two. Rangers stepping up for their fourth. She'll take it. Excellent save. Rangers miss their fourth, so Rochester now up for their fourth with a chance to tie it at 3. Rangers make their first 3, miss their fourth. Rochester missed their first, made their next 2, and they make their third. Now we're tied at 3 after 4 rounds entering the 5th. Both have missed 1. Fifth round incoming. Rangers make it. Now up 4-3, Rochester needs to make this. Round 5. Rangers up 4-3, Rochester with their 5th. Hits the back of the net. Sixth round. Every penalty matters. Have to sink everyone to stay alive. Rochester missed their first, have made their next 4. Rangers made their first 3, missed their fourth, made their 5th, now the 6th. Saved. Rangers missed on the 6th round, and Rochester sinks theirs. Philadelphia National Cup champions. After losing in the first round last year, looking for redemption in 2026. The whistle, the kick. Sunk it. Lena Perry dives the wrong way. And the Rochester Lazers are the 2026 Philadelphia National Cup champions in penalties. After missing the first, the Rangers with a big advantage make their first 3, miss their fourth, allowing Rochester to claw their way back. And in the 6th round, after a miss, Rochester sinks theirs and have been crowned champions here in Philadelphia. For the Central Park Rangers Red Army, I have been Derek Boyer with your broadcast, and in full time, game ends tied at 1, and the Rochester Lazers defeat the Central Park Rangers Red Army 5-4 in 6 rounds of penalties, and are crowned the champions in 2026.